Hey guys, what's up? It's Justin here, coming live from Cyprus, and just on my morning walk. As you can see, beautiful, nice ocean view behind here a week before Christmas. And what I want to talk to you today about is morning productivity and rituals. So this is how you get a more productive day. It's how you get more focus. It's how you get more stuff done, and ultimately how you get more momentum in your business. So I've got up this morning 7 a.m. because that's when it gets light over here. I don't get up. That's the first step I do is I get up with natural sunlight. That's the first tip I can give you, is I wake up with the natural light, because that just tends to, I think it does something with the hormones and the melatonin in your body or something like that. I'm not sure, but there's probably science behind it. But getting up with the light is really good. So as the year goes through, as we go through the year, I wake up at different times. So in the summertime, it's light at like 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'll be up at that time. Now it's a week before Christmas, and it gets lighter a bit later on, about 7 o'clock, so that's what time I'll get up. So I get up with a kind of natural circadian rhythm, and you tend to have more energy, and then you just go out there and hit it. So, and hey, Benedict's on the line. How you doing, Benedict? Good to see you here. Don't know what time it is over there for you. So I get up then, first thing, I don't eat first thing in the morning. One thing I do, it's like an intermittent fasting kind of thing, so I don't eat big foods and breakfast first thing in the morning, because I find that for me, that slows my productivity down, because my energy and calories are being burnt then to digest food rather than think and focus and work. So I get up, I start with me time. Okay, the first thing you've got to work on every day, the first investment you've got to make is on yourself. So I start with some breathing exercises, start with some a bit of journaling, a bit of some gratitude, some counting some wins, visualizing your outcome. I also like to kind of visualize what my day is going to be. So I put the routine out of what are the main things that I want to do today, and what are the best outcomes of those going to be. So I think of that through first of all. Then I get up, do a few kind of morning stretches, a little bit of exercise, nothing too hard, but just getting going. Benedict just mentioned here about an ice cold shower. That's another one we'll do as well. I'll have a warm shower first. I'm too much of a baby to have a straight cold shower, I'll admit. I start with a warm shower, and I'll just turn it cold, and I'll even do some alternating cold and hot blasts for 30 seconds in the shower. That's a really good one to wake up as well. Then I come out, make sure my day is planned for the day. So I start proactively. Okay, what most people do is they start reactively. They roll over, pick up their phone, and start looking at the Facebook messages. So that's the one thing you want to avoid, because that really just destroys your productivity straight away, because it puts you in a negative mindset. First of all, it's not productive to check your messages and emails. But secondly, it from a mindset perspective, it actually, it's like a domino effect. It knocks you. You start with, oh God, what have I got to do today? Who have I got to respond to? What fires have I got to put out right now? And if you keep doing that, it just sets up your day for failure, right? And and failure to me is feeling shit about the day, no matter what you did. There's some days I didn't technically do anything that moved the business forward, but I felt great because I'm enjoying my life and I'm enjoying what I've worked for and what I've created, and that's what it's all about. Some days you can work like a beast, you can do your beast mode, you can you can work all day, you can do a million things, but if you felt like crap all the way through it, then what was the point, right? What was the point? So you've got to be taking inspired action, doing stuff you love. So you wake up, get clear on what you want to do, take time for yourself first, for your health, breathe, get plenty of water, some hot water, and lemon and ginger is a good combo first thing in the morning to reduce your inflammation, especially those of you who go to the gym. So I'm out here now, I find a place to walk. I do about 20 to 30 minutes of walking. I just walk. Got my buddy Simon Hall over here as well. He's photographing around the thing. Now I've got, come over here, Si. So Si's here now. Si is a beast on social media.
Live?
Yeah. So Si is a beast here for Instagram and social media, right? So he's now taking this time. He's got similar morning rituals. And you've taken, how many photos have you taken for your Instagram this morning?
To be honest, one of the biggest things we get from a lot of people who we actually help PTs getting into the industry is content. Looking for quick means of content. We've done literally 2 weeks of content within 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and you've been taking photos of me doing this,
Yeah.
which is more Instagram content for me, because my Instagram game is weak, okay? My force is weak with Instagram.
Not for long. Not for long.
So you can use this time. It's good just to get out in the morning, go for a walk. You get plenty of inspirational ideas, content. Check a live stream on like this. Take some photos. So you're doing work, but it doesn't feel like that. You know, and if you guys are gonna win on social media, it can't just be teaching. It's not a content platform. It's a social platform.
Yeah, immediately.
So you got to give some insights into your life and what you're doing and things you're sharing like that. So
it's like what we were saying the other day about how things have just become about like information and education constantly. And it's only when we started sharing more of like, it's a bit of like from my own personal journey. We used to just post out educational material and infographics and things along the lines of that. And as soon as we made the content ratio a bit more with like personal and getting that education and value, that's when things really started to build up for us more.
That's it, because people want to see, they can get the information anywhere, they just want to see, you know, who's behind it.
Yeah, build
so
trust.
we're talking about morning rituals for productivity here. You got anything else that...
What have we been through?
What kind of 2 to 3 things? Talking about waking up early with circadian rhythms, cold showers in the morning, going for a walk, bit of stretching. Anything else you tend to do in your
big thing for me
morning
is,
ritual?
Yeah, the big thing for me is starting the day with intention. So actually looking out and what is it you want to go out there and do for that day, and just putting a bit of a plan of action around it. Really creating. I think I just heard you talking about creating structure.
Yeah.
To what your goals.
But it's
and
good because it reaffirms that like I'm not the only
right.
crazy one doing this.
The other thing I did, I think a powerful lesson for me over the past couple of years was doing the shit that's important to you first. So, for example, a lot of people won't train in the mornings or things along the lines of that, and they'll let the day get run by the diary. So the biggest tipping point for me on, well, getting a good balance was making sure that my own personal stuff, such as like my education, training, planning, journaling, all that sort of stuff got done before I even opened my mailbox. Really, so I think that's
I like that.
thing.
That's like prioritizing, you know, knowing what your priorities are. And this actually, when I was back a fitness trainer a long time ago, I always learned from a fitness program perspective, you know, priorities are programmed first. So I would work with clients, for example, and most clients, I'll give you a fitness metaphor, most clients have very weak core strength, weak abdominals. Oh, look at this, brought the coffee as well.
You said priorities.
Black Americano is coffee, good morning ritual too. So when I used to train clients in the gym, you know, abs are always the weakest, right?
Yep.
But what do most fitness professionals do? They train abs last. So we actually programmed our abs and core strength at the start of the workout, right? And then I took that principle to business later, that if there's priorities like that, priorities are programmed first. So like you said, I used to do this all the time. I've got this work to do, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it with my checklist, and then I'll get to the gym later, and you know at the back of your mind, it's like, oh, if this time, and if I still feel like it. And then you give all your energy into work, but then no energy to yourself. And work depends on you at the end of the day. So, and even if you're outsourced and you're a team, your team depend on you, right? Your business depends on you, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this live stream in a business group, right? So yeah, that's a big thing, I think, is just, if it's a priority, if it's important, and your health and energy is the most important thing, put it in first. Yeah. The next thing I do then in the morning, I look at the next priority for me is people in my life. So people that are important to you, it could be your partner or kids or friends or whatever. Spend time or do something for or with them. Even if it's just, you know, getting your partner a cup of coffee in the morning before you leave the house or something. Or chatting to them for 2 minutes about what they're going to do with their day. That's very important because, again, if you wake up and you jump straight into your phone, that's a relationship killer. And if you just jump into the phone and then into work, that's a business killer for you too. So I would love to hear your tips, guys. You got anything else to share on productivity, focus, getting the best out of their day?
Productivity and focus.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we've already been through.
Could be things you do in the evening maybe, or what about midway? How do you keep your energy? You're full of energy, right? So aside from coffee, What kind of things can you do during the day to kind of keep your productivity going?
I think this is where the whole like health and nutrition thing kind of really crosses over into the business and wellness world. I've done this myself through. It's very easy, I always found, to put yourself on the shelf when you're creating your own business, and it can kind of come to one of those points where you become last in your own diary. So, for example, a lot of business people who we work with, for example, will just not eat. They'll go through the day just going through the coffees. Going on things that are just blowing their adrenals just to get through the working day, so working on a high, and by the end of the day we've realised A, they've drank no water, B, there's no food in the system, and they've essentially just run a high performance engine on absolute fumes. So one of the biggest things for me is ensuring that I'm always fueled up to perform at my best. So you know me, food comes first. Food, water and things that are actually fueling me will always come first.
Eating every 9 minutes. It's like, So there you have it, guys. I'm going to shoot off now because my battery is critically low. But hope you guys enjoyed this, and let us know below what was your biggest takeaway. What are some of the tips that you might apply from this? Or what did you do that we haven't mentioned maybe? Let us know. It'd be good to share everyone's ideas about maximum focus, productivity, and organization, because without that, you're just a hustling idiot, basically. And we're about working smart here, not working hard. So let us know your comments, and have a great day.
Over and out.